Hi, it's Colette. Welcome to my channel, and we've got Nellie helping me today as usual. This is the weekly tarot card for the week commencing Monday the 19th of February 2018, and it's the Ace of Swords. Beautiful card in the Rorig deck. If she would stop licking me, I could keep it still. So this is the Ace of Swords, and aces are the beginning of the suit. They encapsulate the energy of the suit, and with swords, that's all about air, and it represents the air signs as well. So this could be a good week for the air signs, Aquarius, Gemini and Libra. But in general terms, this is the ace of thought. It's about mental capabilities. It's about our willpower. It's about the way we perceive things with our mind, basically. And so there's nothing kind of very esoteric about it. It's not about subconscious. It's not about mysticism. It's very much how our thoughts can affect us this week ahead. So it could be a very thought-based week where you're getting things brought to your attention that you have to either make decisions on or really sit and think about and go deep, not so much into your subconscious, but into your intellect and your mind and your mental capabilities. The Ace of Swords brings a good energy of alertness and, you know, that way where you just feel almost like you've had a dose of oxygen, where you're, whoa, that's clear. So it brings a lot of clarity, and that's where it can be a very good card across the board, because it will bring a lot of clarity to situations that maybe have been maybe a wee bit dusky or a wee bit dominated by the moon energies. And because you'll have that clarity, you'll be able to take that ace and act on it. And that's why I like it so much. What I would say to you is, any of you that are quite psychic out there, although it doesn't really affect the psychic awareness too much, in fact it can bring in more of a logical mind, I still can feel a wee bit hyper with this card, not in body in any way, but my mind just, you know, too hyper. I'm on the cusp of Gemini, and sometimes when I get the ace out of Swords with being on cusp Gemini, I can feel myself almost like, oh, not anxious as such, just maybe a bit agitated. So maybe watch out for that. But it's a good card, although it does make us face up to things, because the Ace of Swords brings understanding and clarity right to our faces. But it also gives us the kind of willpower to then take action and cut through the dross and make the decisions. So that's why it's a really good card. Again, the lovely blues of Rorig with the icy white silvery sword. So what does it mean in the various aspects of life? If we look at career, yeah, it's very similar. It can make you very alert. It can make you see things that you might not have seen before. So if you've struggled with work, it might be worthwhile revisiting some things and seeing if you get further clarity on it. You know, sometimes we look at something and we don't quite understand it and we leave it the way it is. But it's time maybe to go back over things and see if you get clarity. This is also a really good card for writers out there that are maybe feeling that they need a wee bit of an oomph or an understanding where they're going, me included, to be honest. Probably the worst part, the two worst parts of the book are when you're trying to pull your ideas together and you've maybe got 9,000-10,000 words, and the second time is when you're like 80% of the way through and you're nearly there to finishing. This card in both those positions can bring that clarity and willpower to keep you going. And so it is in any workplace situation. Clarity, understanding, action, willpower and clarity. That's what we need in work a lot of the time. Just, you know, sometimes at work you have to watch this though, because it can make you a wee bit edgy. You know, you need to watch your tongue sometimes. It's a sharp tongue, it's a sharp sword. Watch that you're not hurting anybody as you move forward. If we look at health, The Ace of Swords is just the willpower to, as far as I'm concerned in health, to maybe restart things. You know, if you started off being healthy and then it's gone to pot a wee bit, maybe go back and you'll find that the willpower to get going again. It also gives a lot of mental clarity, and for people with mental health aspects, this can be a really good card because you can feel as though you're coming out from a fog. You know, like sometimes I've got friends with fibromyalgia and they have a kind of fibro fog or even a medication fog, and that aspect of health can be helped with this card, which Nellie is licking at the moment. No, valuable deck, Nellie. Rorig, no. So health-wise, it's a good one, particularly for mental health issues, and particularly if you need willpower to get going again. If we look at love, it gives you the power and understanding again if you're in a long-term relationship that's become a wee bit cloudy. You know, sometimes in a long-term relationship we can't understand why maybe someone appears to have changed, or maybe someone's behaviour is different to we knew them. This gives a great edge for getting in and sorting out what the actual issue is. It breaks through any barriers of you know, people hiding things or clouds, and it's just a really good card to get a long-term relationship back on course again. Also, if you're looking for a new relationship, it can have a weird effect of just making you more witty, more conversational, you know, have more things to say, maybe even a wee bit more political. It gives you a kind of a wee edge of thought and intellect, and at the end of the day, that's what's so attractive in people, not really so much the way they look or whatever. In my opinion, it's all about, you know, what they know, what they can say, what their knowledge is, and this card certainly can give you a wee edge. So forget about the makeup and the clothes or whatever this week. Well, keep the clothes on, I'm not saying forget about them, but basically a partner should come to you this week because you really are you're letting your voice be heard, you're communicating, you maybe get a wee bit of humour coming out, that sort of thing. If we look at wealth or financial situation, this card again gives us the willpower to cut through any bad habits that have come over the last few weeks or months. You know, I think at the start of the year we're all going, I'm going to sort out finances, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and by February we're like, oh no, I just ordered up a pizza, or oh, I'm going to buy that on eBay. This gives you the willpower and the decision making to say, you know what, no, just no. And you know, sometimes I sometimes, you know, say this card gives us a great power to say no, but it also gives us a wonderful power to say yes, but yes because we have clearly thought out something, not because we're just saying yes because we feel we have to. We're saying yes to things in the week ahead because we've got a wee bit more self-confidence and a wee bit more drive and willpower. So yes, it will give you the power to say no, but it will also give you the power to say yes with clarity. So enjoy the Ace of Swords. It's one of my favourite cards in the deck. I'm not an air sign, but I'm on the cusp of an air sign, so it does affect me. But you know, with my writing and the basically my job of communication, this can be a very, very good card for me. So anyone that's in the communications industry, the media, mental health services, anything that involves thought and clarity and communication, this is your card. So enjoy it. Give me a wee thumbs up if you like the weekly tarot. Remember, my book Tarot Novice to Pro in one book is available, and if you might like it if you like the way I read the cards. So many blessings now. See you next week for next week's weekly tarot card. Bye now.